Hello everybody, welcome to your daily pop of positivity. How is everybody? Oh my gosh, got perfect lighting and beautiful weather. I'm so excited. I just feel like today is so nurturing and soft and fuzzy and fruity and sweet. When I woke up, I was like, just the perfect weather. I love a Friday, and it was really good energy, and I was like really excited because initially on this Friday, we're going to go to the Beardley Zoo, but they are like maxed out to the end of July. So we have this lovely farm up the road. So I'm like just looking forward to going and seeing all the animals and hanging out. Again, I feel this beautiful with this full moon approach, this life force, this energizing kind of like flexibility to life, where it's like, hey, if this doesn't work out, why are we pressurizing ourselves to think we have to be somewhere, right? Let's look at our cards. It's Field of Dreams, Peaks of Joy, and Wide Open. And when we remind ourselves that our future and how we spend our afternoon, how we spend our weekend, our week, whatever it is, it's always wide open. But I've been in these conversations with people that are so funny and like flavorful about like, oh, so I set this list for myself to do, and then I was really disappointed in myself, and I got in this like funk because I didn't finish that. And I was like, I have to remind myself too, who made this list and who is this list for? The list is usually made for us, by us, right? So we're the ones that get to cancel it whenever we want and go in the direction we choose. But I definitely believe by flexibility that we reach these peaks of joy, because it's like, hey, if this doesn't work, or this person can't attend, or this time doesn't work, we simply like alter our course, but stay optimistic about where we're going, right? And use this energizing flexibility to bring us to places that we haven't chartered before. Because I was talking about this morning too. I think we need new sparks of inspiration, which usually come with not going on the same daily routine, right? Driving home a different way, trying a different restaurant, looking at different websites, just getting a different perspective on our choices. And that allows the limitlessness to come in, right? That we're not just going on autopilot. Oh, I shop at this shop, I go here, I go for a walk there, and I just go on autopilot. This is about getting out of that and snapping out and being wide awake, right? Earthy, grounded, steady, solid, rooted, all of that, and going towards things that are wholesome and helpful for us. Field of Dreams. What is one thing that you just love to do today? Have it be, not so far-fetched like you have to jump on a jet and go to Dubai, but one simple thing. Would you love to go out and just do yoga in your yard? Would you love to go get some really delicious, oh my gosh, I'm trying to keep Moonbeams away from the cards because for whatever reason, she always wants to lay on them. Something that seems appetizing that you can move towards, that is also simple and doesn't overwhelm you in terms of, having to get too much logistics going, like picking up this person, too many people involved. So let's start with a really simple plan. Like, I want to go for a walk in a beautiful forest. I want to create a nice video. So how can I do that? Steps 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, and realize that when we complete that one thing, that's a peak of joy. It doesn't have to be 5 things. It doesn't have to be 10 things. It's like, let's do things that are subtle and cozy and calm. We don't need to always be in the red and going 100 miles an hour, right? Sometimes just looking at art gets me in that expansive mood. And then I feel like, hey, my day is definitely wide open. I feel like I might need to weight this down with something. I'm just going to put something across these because every once in a while there's a breeze that comes in. And I made a bracelet out of this yesterday. It was really fun while I was out here. I made a fun bracelet. So let's think of, what's something earthy and warm that makes you feel connected and grounded. For me, it's definitely having like a nice cup of tea or coffee and being outside and making plans and knowing that I have all the time in the world and I don't need to rush and I don't need to. I'm literally making a barricade in front of the cards and the tripod so she doesn't knock it over. I feel like now is the time we can just glow with this divine energy by doing what we're compelled to do naturally, not over planning, not over scheduling. Let's let some oxygen in. So if somebody just calls us up, hey, we have an hour to chat because we haven't booked ourselves solid. And I definitely feel like this approaching August is going to be all about that. Have a lot of breadth and width in your day. Not compiling. This is about releasing burdens, releasing obligations, over scheduling, and really taking it easy. So just say you have this Field of Dreams. What are you planting it with? What are the seeds you're sowing right now? Like, are you setting yourself up for success before you go to bed? Like, you cleaned up your kitchen, you don't have a dish, a sink full of dishes. you're waking up to like a fresh start, right? And the thing that really snaps me into the most grounded and helpful position is when I step outside. Like, I couldn't have asked for a nicer day to go and see these animals on the farm and just, let my children experience it with peace and quiet. Oh, and right when I said that, Merlin just buzzed down, which I love. So let's bring in this, rich, opulent idea that we can go anywhere that we want and we're going to have all the time to do it in, but let's have that positive envisionment process, right, of everything working out in a calm easing into our day. We don't need to race. And I was finding myself doing that yesterday, just grabbing lots of cards and equipment because I had this idea, and I was like, slow down. It's like the middle of the night practically. Nobody's gonna be pressing for your time. Like, what are you doing, right? We're always pressurizing ourselves. So let's let's shut that pressure valve off and realize that when we do things with ease of motion and knowing that we have time, like a cat will legit be starting towards something and just plop down and take a nap in the middle of the direction they were moving in. Like, have that energy about you. If you want to rest. If you want to jog. If you want to dance, if you want to do whatever, that leaves room for a lot of creative bliss, right? When we don't feel pressurized, we see something, we can start to I'll do this with a plant or a flower. I'll be like, look at these petals and how they land and do this and that. And I'll get an idea for a piece of jewelry because I'm in present moment awareness. I'm not pre-planning everything to the max. And I can enjoy that, all the little subtleties. Comment down below if you've ever just been walking and you slow down because the beauty of something just took your breath away. Oftentimes, like monarch butterflies, praying mantis, dragonflies will do this. And you're so presently aware that you see things that you haven't seen before. And that's like the endless possibilities for your time, for your day, for your week, for your summer, whatever it is. And allow that in and let it wash over you and be like, you know what? I do have time. I do have breadth and width to my day. And I should and will continue to not overschedule and to leave a lot of space in there. And I don't always have to produce. And a lot of things get illuminated on those quiet walks, on those peaceful, just sipping coffee and resting and reclining and, just slowing it down so you can really get the flavor of everything. You ever just savor a meal to the point where you taste those peppercorns, and you ever be in such a hurry that you eat something you can't remember eating it? That's the difference of savoring, having reverence for our day and ourselves, and hurrying through. And now is a time for just slowly meandering and ambling along and having your day awash with nice surprises, trying new things, and feeling good where you're at. We're not a checkoff list. We're not a to-do list. We are energetic beings, and we're having these great experiences, and they're meant to be savored. So that's your daily pop, you guys. Love and light. I'm going to go upload.